Oh, man. All right. We'll have Roll Tide Ron Fowler, 109 the game, Tuscaloosa. And he'll join us in about 7 or 8 minutes or so. And he said he may cry on the air. He texted me a couple of times yesterday and wanted to come on yesterday, but I was at the beach and I had to get back. And we knocked out about an hour and a half of the show, and then we had to roll. Wasn't ideal, but we needed to put a little bit down on the tracks on a Monday. If it had been spring or summer, I just wouldn't have done the show. But anyway, we are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 1059 The Zone. We are driven by Mack Hike Ford. And your next Ford Bronco, F-150 truck, pre-owned or new. And we want to welcome in Justin Waite with Mack Hike Ford to the show again. Big golfer, big SEC football fan, friend of the show. Justin Waite, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir. It's always good to be back. Feels home,
Yeah, we're glad to have you. So, you're a Bama fan.
I am.
Was Saturday tough?
It was tough. You could see it. You could see it coming.
Right.
And we could not stop them. They were just running the ball, had the misdirection going, and it's just they couldn't get off the field on third down.
No.
And then that fourth down play on 4th and 1, incredible catch, by the way. I mean, I'm giving him props, and the quarterback for Vanderbilt, man, he played lights out, and I'm not
Diego Pavia.
No shade thrown, but it was. I just didn't see us losing to Vanderbilt, but it is what it is. SEC, and welcome, Caitlin.
Yeah, welcome, Kalen DeBoer. But you still got everything. All your hopes and dreams are still in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm not going to put. Jackson and I talked about it yesterday. I'm not going to put it past Bama to make the college football playoff.
No, I mean we'll see how we respond this week.
Right.
Got South Carolina.
I think you'll beat them by about 400. It's 11 a.m. game.
Yeah.
They're going to the playoffs.
I bet DeBoer goes full pads, because usually if you do it, which most people don't at all, but for decades, if you did it on a Tuesday.
Right.
Remember Pete Carroll used to do that at Southern Cal.
He
throw down full pads Tuesday practice.
He's got to do this for himself as a man.
Oh, as a man.
You hear me? As a man.
So Kalen DeBoer has to do this as a man?
As a man.
I love it.
He's getting drilled.
Bull in the ring? Oklahoma, full pads for at least 15. Still don't want to do a lot.
No.
12 to 15 plays.
That's plenty.
Or reps, whatever. All right, Justin Waite, Mack Hike Ford on ESPN 1059 The Zone. Justin, let's get y'all to buy some cars. Tell our listeners what you do, but more importantly, how you do it.
So I purchase all of our used vehicles at Mack Hike, and it's really simple. You just shoot me your VIN and your mileage and a couple pictures. My phone number is 601-896-3777. You shoot me that information, and I'll look at it and plug it in. And I'll tell you where I'm at, and I'm local, and I am mobile. So if you're at work or you're thinking about trading, or maybe you're a nurse, you're at the hospital, or you're a lawyer, you can't leave, or maybe you're a firefighter and you can't leave, but man, you got that truck that you just don't need anymore. Maybe you need some money to go to the fair this year. Just shoot me your information and I'll look at it. And if we want to put something together, I'll come to you. It's simple.
All right. So he will come to your office or your home. Justin Waite, Mack Hike Ford. All he needs is your VIN number, your mileage, and some pics. You can call Justin Waite right now. If you miss this, you can text the show. Call Justin Waite with Mack Hike Ford right now, 601-896-3777. He makes a great point. You work in healthcare, hospital, nurse practitioner, physician, lawyer, where you don't get to leave much, manufacturing, whatever. He will come to your office or to your home. Justin Waite, Mack Hike Ford, I-55 North in Jackson. All he needs is your VIN, your mileage, and your pics, and he can give you a price.
That's it. And I would rather come to you and look at it versus just looking at the pictures that you send.
Sure.
And because that's how I'm going to be able to give you the most money for it.
Yeah, that's a great point. So call Justin today, 601-896-3777. Justin Waite with Mac Hike Ford, I-55 North in Jackson. He'll come to your office or wherever you work and get the VIN, the mileage, and check out the car. And that way you can sell it and not have to spend a lot of time on it. Sanderson Farms. Did you make it? All right, so Justin's the one that predicted that Xander Schauffele would win a major. Then he won 2. Did you go to Sanderson Farms?
I did. We went Sunday, and
Weather was great.
It was awesome. I was pulling for Keith Mitchell.
Oh yeah,
I like Keith. You know, he's pretty low key. You know, he doesn't show a lot of emotion. But I followed him and Bo Hostler around, and then funny enough, on Monday, my dad ran into Will Gordon and his caddy, and Will Gordon's a Callaway guy, and
nice.
So I was really pulling for him to make the cut this weekend. And when we saw him on Sunday, we walked up to him on the range and talked to him and said hey, and wished him good luck. But
yeah,
it was cool to see. Just again, I like talking to the caddies and talking to the players just about everything other than golf, because if you follow around some groups close enough, you can just hear their conversations,
that's what makes it so much fun.
Yeah,
at a PGA tournament, you're right there.
Correct. And I've been saying this for years. Great entertainment would be to just get uncut, mic'd up conversations between a caddy and a golfer for the whole round.
Oh, if I was the Golf Channel, I would tape it because they don't always have access to the tournament. Sometimes they do, and play it that next week.
Yeah, they can monitor.
Oh yeah, if they need to edit it, they can. Yeah,
but
or just put it on a YouTube channel and let it rip.
Yeah, I mean, it would be incredible to hear.
No doubt
what goes on.
No doubt. That's a great point. Justin Waite, Mac Hike Ford. He'll buy your vehicle today and come to you. He will go to your office, and he just needs the VIN, the mileage, and to look at the vehicle, and he'll give you a price. You can sell it. You don't have to spend hours and days on this, and you shouldn't. No. Justin Waite, Mac Hike Ford on ESPN 105.9 The Zone. My son went on Saturday. I was down at the beach on my guys trip, and he was just texting me and sending me video. He was within like a few feet of Ricky Fowler when Fowler hit that shot on 18. And for my son, it's a big deal. He's 19 years old. But I thought it was so awesome that he was telling me how much fun he was having at the Sanderson Farms. And like you said, he was so close to Ricky Fowler, and he could hear him talking. Mm-hmm. That's just, that's awesome.
What other sport can you get that?
I know.
You can't.
I know. That's great, man. I'm glad you had a good time. What did this say? Oh, we've got some Ole Miss fodder on the text line. War Eagle Rich. Let's see. Oh, big shout out to Justin. He helped my mom get a family member's car sold that has been put in a nursing home. He came to the car and bought it, and my mom said it was very easy and fair process. Thanks, Justin. I didn't realize that. That's from War Eagle Rich.
Well, how about that?
Boom.
You're
baby.
welcome.
Okay. Where is it? You got to find it for me. Oh, yeah. Can I text you Saturday?
Yes.
Justin and them work on Saturdays, obviously in the car industry. So you can text Justin on Saturday. His number is 601-896-3777. Dude, it was great to see you.
Man, I enjoyed it as usual.
We'll do it again.
Absolutely.
And in a few weeks.
Okay.
All right. Justin Waite, Mac Hike Ford on the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone. Do we have Roll Tide, Ron Fowler? Oh, it's going to voicemail. All right. That's all right. It's all right. We can, we seem to have issues with Ron. He lives like 20 minutes outside of Tuscaloosa, and he lives out in the country. I hope you're calling the right number. I'm not going to give it on the air, though. That may not work out. Good to see you, bud. Hey, grab that golf bag. We got Roll Tide Ron Fowler. 109 the game, Tuscaloosa. On the Out of Bounds show, ESPN 1059 The Zone. He joins us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. Alabama coming off a devastating loss to the Vanderbilt Commodores. We've been talking about Diego Pavia for the last two shows. Roll Tide Ron Fowler, what was your show like yesterday?
An absolute complete meltdown. I've been working on the game plan all morning. South Carolina, you're next.
South Carolina, you're next. Are y'all going to win by 30?
I would take Bama minus the points. I'd go to one of your sponsors up there in Philadelphia, Mississippi, and I would take I'd take Alabama. Yeah, I mean, listen, Alabama. Now, Bo, I know I'm not looking for a shoulder to cry on, okay? And that's not what I'm here for, okay? I'm here for you guys to be I'm the punching bag. Y'all throw darts, go ahead. But I just got one thing to say. This is the new college football. This is it. This is where we're going. Not trying to make excuses, but you look around college football, this is what's going to happen. Now, if you want to call that regression to the mean, where Alabama's coming back to the average, call it. But you guys are probably better historians than I am. Has Texas right now, the only undefeated team in the SEC, we're going into the second week of October. Has that ever happened in the Southeastern Conference? One team going into the month of October. We're coming out of the first week of October.
That's a good question, Ron. I would think so, but I don't know when.
I don't think it's ever happened. But I mean, normally this works out in November. I just think this is the new college football. I mean, we saw it at Ole Miss. I mean, Kentucky didn't have any business beating Ole Miss a couple of weeks ago. Zero.
No.
This is the new college football. It's as close to the NFL. Where any the worst team can compete. I'm not saying they could beat, but listen, no excuse losing Vanderbilt. Should lose to Vanderbilt. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is the new college football. I mean, this is it. This is, we're looking at it straight in the face. And, I don't know what the playoffs are going to look like because I don't know who's going to survive. Like, what's January the 20th going to look like in Atlanta?
Oh, playing that many games with 18, 19, 21-year-olds? Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, it will be the walking wounded.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a survival to finish. You know who said it? And it really grabbed me when he said it. He's actually said it again. That's Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart should have the best roster in college football. He should. He keeps having players arrested. I don't know, maybe not. But, when you look at another one today, I'm sure you guys have talked about that. But he said it multiple times. He said depth is as thin as I've ever had it. 9-year program, championship caliber, building roster, depth. And when we look at the world of the Georgia Bulldogs, he's vocalized it multiple times this offseason, did it 2 weeks ago, talking about the depth. I just think this is where it's at. You have to play younger players, and you have to count on them in crucial spots. But what will playoff look like? I don't know. I mean, let's look at the SEC title game. I think you'll have teams that will represent each team will have at least one loss, if not multiple losses.
Yeah. I don't know how many 2-loss teams we're going to finish with in the SEC. You and Georgia already, well, everybody has a loss, like you said, except Texas, and they're going to lose. And could lose twice. I don't know, right? I don't know how many 2-loss teams. And here's the question: will the SEC championship game feature two 2-loss teams? Ron Fowler.
I think it will. I'm going to go out on a gamble and think it will. I mean, because look at what we've just seen. I mean, it just the chaos is here. Now, listen, if I had no allegiance to the school, and I'm a completely unbiased, just like CNN and MSNBC, completely unbiased. Okay? Okay. But if I was just a casual observer, I'd love this. And I think it will be better for the sport from an eyeball standpoint. I think people will watch this. They'll get engaged. But for the person who's pulling for their school, you have to recalibrate your expectations. You have to go into it and go, okay, there's not going to be an undefeated season. There's not going to be this. Losing is acceptable. And like I said, I'm going to go back. People don't hear me out. You never should lose to Vanderbilt. I don't care what NIL portal. Okay, it was an embarrassing loss. And I'm sure that inside that building, they probably know it more than I do. But I'm just saying this is the new college football. And Alabama fans, they got mad at me for saying that. You're reducing the standard. I mean, yesterday I got called CNN of Alabama football sports talk radio.
CNN of Alabama sports talk radio.
Yeah. I mean, we blamed everybody from the Russians and the distraction of the Ukraine war.
Oh, God.
We blamed everybody. We blamed DeBoer's T-shirt.
That's so dumb, but it's such fandom. I love it.
Yeah. And then we blamed Tuesday night. They watched the vice president debate and got distracted and got to talking about it, and they were divided. Political division.
You weren't there, were you?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm saving my money for what I thought would be playoffs, but if it doesn't happen to playoffs, I think I'm just going to go to the beach and sit back with the snowbirds, and, enjoy the, I don't know. What am I going to do with all this time? Listen, I still believe, but I just think this is the new college football. And I think, like I said, I told Alabama fans that you guys are going to have a hard time with it. Not with the Vanderbilt loss, because there's more coming.
Yeah, you're going to lose again. But now I don't know. You go to Tennessee, you go to LSU, you go to Oklahoma. I do think that you can win 2 of those 3, come out 10-2, and make the college football playoff.
I do too.
And you're still going to be deeper. You and Georgia, possibly Texas and Ohio State, are still going to be deep. It may not look good, and it may look different. See, you're spoiled because you're used to like 2011 Alabama and 2000 whatever, and undefeated. Beating Notre Dame 38-0 and putting in your band in the third quarter and all this kind of stuff. That's, I think, over. Just because, Saban and I like Nick Saban and Kirby want to talk about parity. There wasn't any parity pre-COVID and transfer portal. It was Georgia and Bama always winning, 56-0 and rolling and blah, blah, blah. So I'm not sure we know what we need. Some more cycles and more seasons to know exactly what it's going to look like. But I agree with you. And Ron, I just think, man, players getting paid. They couldn't bring their A game every weekend, even prior to getting paid. It's not possible. And so now we're just putting more of a spotlight on it. And you got guys walking around because they're getting money. Bama didn't bring their A game every game under Saban, and they lost some.
We didn't pay players during the Saban era.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Is that an 11 a.m. game?
It will be.
Okay, this weekend y'all are favored by 21.
Yeah, but hold on. Here's the thing you got to look at.
South Carolina's not a good football team.
No, but Alabama's a morning practice team, so they do. They practice in the morning. They start that thing at 7 o'clock. Players in the building at, I think it's 5 a.m. is when they get there. From a standpoint, 11 o'clock used to bother Nick Saban. I think they'll be fine at 11 o'clock. I think they've, it's supposed most of the NFL teams practice in the morning as well. So, I don't look at the 11 o'clock. That'll be rad for the fans because the fans are not accustomed to going into Bright City and having breakfast and all those different things. But that 11 o'clock.
Well, tough blank. You know?
No. Listen, it's been a little bit of a meltdown over here. Fox Sports National has called to ask for for some of the audio because they're going to play it on Big Noon kickoff on Saturday.
That is funny.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know which one do you think I should send them, the Russian or the vice president debate? You think they would play it? I mean,
I think the vice president debate, blaming the vice president debate is hilarious. I think both are great. I mean, the Russian hoax part of,
yeah,
the
created division.
God, this is today maybe they'll blame Zelensky. I mean, let's just go ahead and go all in.
We could do that. The Donald's probably not immune to some criticism. By the way, register to vote. Needs you guys over Mississippi to be red. I'd like to be able to keep some of my retirement. We've already lost a good portion of it, but love to register to vote. Take 5 friends with you, and if you feel like your state's covered, go vote in another state. We need
I love it. All right. Well, did you just take
make
calls?
Half your audience mad? Oh yeah. I mean, I just ran with phone calls, but I'm saying this now. Listen, I do think that this DeBoer is going to make it from. But this was probably a wake-up call. Could you imagine coming off a Georgia win where everybody was praising you, and then you go lose to Vanderbilt? I mean, could you imagine with a wake-up call? That was probably his big wake-up call to Alabama football.
Oh,
right?
Kane Womack. I mean, now you want Pete Golding back because he's actually considered.
No, we were watching the other day. We're watching Ole Miss. Those poor old defenders, they can't get their head around. I don't know why that's so hard to teach, but I see it at Ole Miss. He's making the same mistakes. No. We want Pete to stay up at Oxford, and Lane's doing good things, man. I love his social network game. But, hey, it was a good win. I mean, you guys destroyed South Carolina, and now they're going to come mad, and we'll see. But, man, everybody's going to beat up everybody.
Yeah, you are going to smoke the game.
Mississippi State and Auburn, you guys are not beating anybody, right?
Dude, Georgia's scared about what's coming this weekend in Athens.
Oh, I know it.
Hey, Be good, buddy. All right.
Roll Tide.
See you. Roll Tide forever. Roll Tide, Ron Fowler, 109 the game, Tuscaloosa. He joined us on the Farm Bureau Insurance Guest Line. Bundle your auto and home and save with your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. As Jake Mangum says, go local. Go with the home team. Good show today. It'll be on Apple Podcast and Spotify. We'll see you tomorrow.